Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the global Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Hello everyone, my name is Naledi Mfoloe and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News channel, where we unravel the stories that shape our world and our communities. Today we dive deep into the currents of information, from the pulse of politics to the heartbeat of entertainment. We've got it all covered, so please stay tuned for a news experience like no other. Today's story is about a deeply concerning matter unfolding at the Pretoria High School for Girls, where 12 students have been suspended amid serious allegation of racism. Now, this is according to the Gauteng education spokesperson Steve Mabona, who says that these allegations followed distressing reports of racially charged comments and microaggressions circulating in a WhatsApp group consisting only of white students. Now, the roots of the protest, which was scheduled for Friday 19th July 2024, actually stem from complaints by Black students who have allegedly faced racial discrimination and marginalization by these white students. Now, this isn't the first time the school's integrity regarding inclusivity has been called into question. Similar complaints and protests, notably one regarding a black hair policy in 2016, suggest a history of systemic issues that have seemingly been ignored or inadequately addressed. Now, in his statement, Mabona detailed that the WhatsApp group featured disturbing racial commentary that downplayed the Black students' grievances. Now, these grievances touch on multiple facets, which are the presence of a racially exclusive group where microaggressions are perpetuated and repeated instances of racism going without substantial action from school authorities, and even worse, a troubling lack of responsiveness from the head teacher in dealing with reported acts of racism. Now, additionally, bullying incidents appear to have been poorly managed, and there's an allegation of preferential treatment being afforded to white students, starkly contrasting the stricter measures imposed on Black students. Let's have a look.
Essentially, we had gotten the screenshots on the Wednesday, and in the morning, my friend and I decided to go speak to our principal and our deputy. However, we were both dismissed in very similar ways. We were discouraged in terms of what's going to happen. They told us nothing's going to happen because in 2016, nothing was done by Black lawyers and other people. So what do we think is going to happen now? And then at break, we decided to have a protest, but we decided that it was going to be too disruptive as we had to learn. After school, we decided to do a peaceful protest in front of the school just to get our principal's attention, because it really bothered us what was being said in the group chats about Black girls.
In the group chat, there were a lot of comments on how we as the Black girls shouldn't be angry about the rules at the school, and how apartheid ended a long time ago and that we should get over it because we have leftover emotions, and that we were told we get to dye our hair now. What more do we want? And that the world is in our favor, that they are suffering, and we should basically just get over it and move on. And we are the reason apartheid will never end, and we just can't get over it.
Now, one of the significant red flags is the alleged selective application of schools' code of conduct, which seemingly enforces harsher penalties on Black students compared to their white counterparts. Now, this pattern of ignoring the grievances of Black students while simultaneously subjecting them to discriminatory practices and uneven discipline is profoundly disheartening. And the Gauteng Education has pledged to investigate all allegations thoroughly, extending their scrutiny to the actions of the school's employees. Now, the Education MEC Matume Chilone has emphasized the importance of actually maintaining a respectful and dignified learning environment. Now, he emphasized that any conduct undermining this ethos must be addressed decisively to safeguard the right to a fair and equal education for every student, regardless of the color of their skin.
Look, it's quite concerning. I mean, at this day and age where we will be concerning ourselves with, allegations of racism, and more so that we'll be going there at that school for the third time on, this kind of allegations. It's quite concerning. We'll then have to invoke more programs which will be assisting the school, because we'll remember in 2016, after the implicated officials, resigned and they, left the system, we had new people that came in the school. We had those that would have remained, but they did not have allegations on them. So it means we must go back and make sure that the programs that we instilled at that time, we probably repeat and enhance, those programs, because it took a long time until we received such allegations. And the SGB plays a significant role here. Parents must assist us. We are developing a child, and parents need to play a significant role in this.
Personally, for me, I think reflecting on the situation, I absolutely think it's essential to recognize the broader context within which these events are occurring. South African society, while having made significant strides since the end of apartheid, still grapples with the persistent racial tensions. Our schools, which should ideally be foundations of inclusivity, respect, and mutual understanding, are unfortunately not immune to the broader societal prejudice that still continue to linger in our society today. And the systemic nature of these issues at Pretoria High School for Girls is particularly troubling. The recurring nature of these protests indicates that the underlying problems are deep-rooted and require a structural overhaul rather than a superficial fixes. And the swift action by Gauteng Education is commendable, I must say, but it's only a starting point. This institution must take meaningful, tangible steps to dismantle the prejudice ingrained within its walls and its culture. And the Pretoria High School for Girls has a responsibility to not only address the current allegations, but to embark on a sustained journey towards equality and inclusion for all. Now, the path will undoubtedly be challenging, but I think it's essential for the betterment of its students and the broader community at large. Now, in conclusion, the events at Pretoria High School for Girls serve as a stark reminder on the work that still needs to be done to combat racism and build a truly inclusive educational environment. As we move forward, let this incident be a catalyst for genuine change and progress, ensuring that every student, irregardless of race, feels valued, respected, and heard. This is a developing story, and we will continue to monitor the situation closely and give you updates as they follow up. Now, with that being said, please, let's engage in the comment section, shall we? We want to hear from you. What are your thoughts in regards to this? And while you're at it, please give this video a thumbs up. That's it from me. Till we meet again, it is goodbye.